Hello my creative friends. Today I have a sparkly, wonderful technique to show you. I've been suffering from allergies and I apologize for the way I sound. I thought about waiting to show you this technique, but I wanted you to see it before Christmas. So I'm showing it to you today. You can use this technique for lots of different things, and at the end of the video I'll show you a few of the cards I've made using this technique. Your first step is going to be to create your background or your ornament or whatever you're going to do. You're going to put the color down first. So with this card I'm using snowflakes. You can use any snowflakes. I'm using the Snowflake Soiree from Stampin' Up! As well as vintage snowflakes from the Crafts Meow. And I start with my biggest image in my lightest color. That was Soft Sky. This is Marina Mist. And if you haven't seen photopolymer stamps that are completely clear, this is what it looks like. When you ink it up, you can actually see through it. Just going to fill in some of the spaces with this Marina Mist. I'm leaving a space for my sentiment. Next, I'm going to take my darkest color and my smallest stamp. So this time it's Midnight Muse. And I'm just going to fill in anywhere I think could use a little bit more. You want to choose a dark color for your sentiment because the Dazzling Diamonds really does mute the color underneath, and the lighter colors are harder to see. My next step is to take my Versamark pad and I'm just going to smoosh it all over this paper, making sure that every little spot gets covered with Versamark. Versamark is a clear, sticky ink. I'm going to just move this paper and put another piece of scrap paper down because I don't want my heat and stick powder sticking to the Versamark that got onto this. So this is Stampin' Up's heat and stick powder. It's not a new product, but I just haven't used it until recently, and now I seem to be using it on all of my Christmas cards, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on most of my Valentine's cards too. So you just pour it over that Versamarked paper. You want to make sure that everything is covered. And then you can take this heat and stick powder and just funnel it right back into your container so you don't waste it. My next step is to take the heat tool and heat it up. And what I like to do is turn it on and let it heat up away from the paper, because I'm going to end up heating this entire paper and melting the heat and stick powder. So I'm just going to heat the heat tool up first. Shiny and sticky right now. I'm going to pull in my Dazzling Diamonds and add Dazzling Diamonds to the top while it's still hot. What I like to do is just kind of press it in. So I'll put it on a piece of scratch paper, press it into that heat and stick powder, and then I'm going to heat it up one more time just to set that. The heat tool gets really hot, so it might be a good idea to use some tweezers when you're working with this so you don't burn your fingers. But once it's stuck, it stays on there really, really, really well. Last year, I made dazzling cards by running my paper through the Xyron, and that gets sticky, like almost like the back of a sticker sheet on the front of your paper. You can run it through Xyron, get it all sticky, pour your dazzling details over it, and that works really well too. It's quick and it's fast, but the glitter does not stay on there quite as well as it does with this. This stays on much better. Now it's just a matter of adhering it to my card front. So I'm just going to use snail. I'm layering it on a Marina Mist base. And there's your card, quick and easy. I love how the light just picks up and reflects all those little diamonds in the glitter. This card is the card base that I used. If you want to recreate it, is Soft Sky, so it's just a standard card base of Soft Sky. The mat is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then the center panel we created together, this is 4 by 5 1/4. As I said, I would show you some other things. So if you want to use this technique and then run it through your Big Shot, this is the Labels Framelit. That's a really nice look. And this card, I just love this card. I made it for the Dazzling Divas Challenge and I won. It's going to my mother-in-law. Shh, don't tell Nana Joni. But I know that she's going to love it. For this, I stamped in Raspberry Ripple, and then I took my Versamark and stamped over that Raspberry Ripple. It's not exact, but it's close enough to add that heat and stick powder then and the Dazzling Diamonds. And for this, I just used Versamark on my Blushing Bride piece. The background was done in the same way, but done with pink colors. So even though I've been using this for Christmas, as you can see, these don't actually say Christmas. You could, this one here says Warm Winter Wishes. On the inside you could say Happy Birthday. I've got a friend whose birthday is January 13th, so she'll probably be getting a wintry birthday card this year. And this says Believe. Would be a nice little encouraging, believe in yourself, you can do it, if you didn't put a Christmas sentiment inside. So think outside of the Christmas theme and see what you can come up with. I hope that you enjoyed this technique. I hope you didn't mind my voice too much. I have another project coming up very soon with a gift idea just in time for Christmas. Hopefully Christmas cards are done and sent, but if they're not, you still have a little bit of time, and if they are, you can get a head start, jump start on next year. I know I really enjoy working in the season, so I tend to make at least a dozen cards and save them for next year because I'm in the mood to make Christmas cards. Hope you find some time today to get a little bit creative. Bye!